Sanuye's getting her bum cleaned. She's getting a bit of love. So, spent the day maintaining Sanuye and decided that we're going to give the galley a little reno. She's original 1986 and everything still works okay, but it's just with today's appliances, sinks, etc., I could make it so much prettier down there. So spent the day pulling it all out, and also I had a few rusty engine mounts, so I pulled one of them off and I'm going to get some made especially to fit her. So you'll see what I mean. I'll show you some footage of it. It's quite rusty, and when I get in a bit of swell I don't want them coming loose. Last thing you want is a loose engine mount. Anyway, no good for your shaft. Anyway, I will show you some footage of the after, because most of the inside's already gone, and I've probably spent the last 3 hours trying to pull the icebox out, which was fitted at construction stage. It was just one of those jobs you just had to continue with patience, because tell you what, it was one of those jobs, and you wait till you see what I'm going to do with it. She's a bit of a construction site on the inside. So here's the construction site. As you can see, I've pulled all the galley cupboards out. This ice box has taken me 3 hours to get out. Have a look down here. It was filled up and stuck in with foam and all sorts. It's really well built though, Sanuye. Look, even the cupboard shells were glassed in to stiffen up the hull, which is pretty awesome. Look at the ply, will you? So I'll incorporate that and with my new shelving and tops, etc. I'll cut it all neatly back and then splice the new cupboards into it. But you wait till you see it. We're gonna have overheads, we're gonna have new refrigeration, we're gonna have a new spot for the oven. But yeah, it's gonna be 2021 galley. Now it's time to get rid of this fun thing here. You wait till you see what I have planned for it. Getting the picture of what I've got to do. That's the door and the gate. She's going out. She's going swimming. Good riddance, icebox. Seriously, be nice to see the end of that thing. So I've got the 6BT propped up with a jack at the moment, and I've got one engine mount off so that I can get some mob at Coomera to make me some. Oh, also I bought myself a brand new raw water pump, so the old one was still okay, but it was starting to get a bit corroded, and I thought I'll carry a spare because I plan to do a few longer trips. One pretty tired engine mount, as you can see. So achieved my goal for the day. Got some wages. Few chocolate bickies there off Pam. Happy boy now. Only have to worry about putting the new one in, that's the easy bit. As anyone knows that's ever pulled a 1986 kitchen out of a house. Well, guess what? The ones in boats are even harder. See ya. Hey, how you going? Okay, maintenance time. Okay, as I suggested, some maintenance is needed on Sanuye. I've pulled the old galley out, and she's in need of some new engine mounts. The old ones were rusty, so what I've done is I've done some research and I found the exact same engine mounts in the UK, and it took me a little while to get them here, but I find they finally arrived. I'm using the old studs that were in the old mounts because they do actually come separate, and you can save yourself a few dollars with that. The studs were fine, it's just the mounts were worn out. They were just quite rusty, and the rubber had sort of loosened considerably. Not the engine was going to let go, but I thought, that's the last thing you want, is a mount to come loose when you're out at sea. So here's a little look, the new mounts. Okay, so I just need to put all that back together, and while I was at it, I've taken the old raw water pump off and I've bought a new one of them. So not that there was anything wrong with the old, but I've now got a spare. So it's only 2 bolts. If ever I have a cooling system issue, I can just swap pumps rather than even swap impellers. Just food for thought. That's how I do it anyway. She runs nice, eh? So, raw water pump back on, engine mount back on, all hooked up and running. Gotta love when a plan comes together. And now for the other side. Little rusty. Good morning. And another job completed.
There must be more to what those eyes can see.